What's up,
Hello,
Cortez?
Gospel Diaries. Hello, everyone.
How you doing, Cortez?
I'm good.
Are you blessed and highly favored?
I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Great.
Something about God's grace, huh? You remember that one?
Yep,
Who did
I
that?
do. Um. I was familiarized with it too.
Fellowship.
I know who did Fellowship. That's where I really learned from, but they're not the originators of it.
Charles Nix, Detroit.
I was just gonna say Detroit.
And
Okay, yeah. Okay, come on with it.
Speaking of Detroit, Minister Keith Pringle originated from Detroit. And listen,
Mhm.
we are about to stream this episode. A lot of you all have been waiting. I've seen the comments already, like the stream haven't even started yet, and they're commenting, and I'm so like, wow, okay. So like, I just want to kind of get some things up the way. Listen here, Keith Pringle is hilarious. Cortez Cross, he's hilarious. He's hilarious. He had me in stitches the entire weekend, all long, all long.
So did you do
All
the
long.
concert?
Oh yeah, I did. I actually was at the concert. He did good at the
Okay.
concert, but in the interview, he kind of talks about some of his health challenges,
Hmm.
some of the things that he's not too comfortable with, that kind of plague him in a sense because he's not able to perform how he normally perform or he's used to. So, and I know that's gonna be rough,
Hmm.
but he's somebody's singer. We got a chance to really kind of talk about how he embellished as a singer because, well, I can't give away everything because the episode is about to stream and I need people to watch.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think I said it before. When we got our singers, that we used to them in their prime and in their golden times, and as things progress, everybody voice do not progress with them. They have to manage how to sing around health challenges. They have to manage how to sing through whatever. And I'm not going to give no names because I don't want to name one of my favorite persons that has a little challenge. But
is she
they
is it a
manage,
woman? Is she
huh?
deceased? Is she deceased? Because we could talk about her. Hey,
One
Dan.
of them.
I was thinking, oh
One of
wow,
them is.
26 people. I was thinking about Albertina Walker. That had to be hard for her because maybe she get up to talking about though the enemy try to
But
drown me.
she managed, and she would tell
She
you,
did.
listen.
She did. She did. And
She
you
would
know
tell you,
what?
listen.
Her voice to me, thank you so much for subscribing, Danny. Her voice to
Hello,
me,
Danny.
uh, it matured, not mature, yeah, mature. And to me, I embraced it more as she got older, honestly.
Hmm. And
Albertina Walker.
you had a generation that didn't hear her during her prime. And
Mhm.
now that we have YouTube and we have all these vehicles that we can go back, we have vehicles that we actually can be like in a time warp or a time machine and go back to see and hear. It'll make you appreciate them. Can I
Mhm.
say that?
Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so, you know, Albertina Walker was a beast in her day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so but she was smart, and I preached a message in season and out of season. Sometimes you got to know how to do everything you can while you in your season,
Yeah. That's true. That's
because there's a
true.
come a time when you're not going to be in your season, and
Hmm.
you can now relax and flow in the glow and relax in the glory of what you've done out of your season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Keith Pringle, like I had a chance like to, just hear the story how he became a Cleveland singer and how the song I Feel No Ways Tired. And as he tells the story in the interview, like it is so like you can really envision it because if you think about today's generation, how how people be crowding around the musicians because he was on the organ, he said. And but I can't share more, but he was on the organ and it just happened. He said it was so many people crowded around him and it just happened. And
It was a
that
mic
song,
toss.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that like catapulted him um, to the forefront of singing. You know, and then also
Hmm.
too like his choir. You know, like man, they were serving hits after hit. Like he was nominated for a Grammy after his first album. His first album should get
Hmm.
nominated for a Grammy. Yeah. But the person, Keith Pringle Cortez, listen here. Like we roll around the city. Like that's why I need a cameraman. Anybody out there want to travel with me? Because I need somebody to go with me. Because I be missing so much valuable footage. Like we're in the car just laughing, crying. We're going from this spot. He showed me some buildings where he used to get his robes made, old concert halls and things of that. So it was just a joy. And the man is hilarious. I can't stress it enough. When you watch this interview, you're gonna die laughing. Like I told him. I said, listen, Keith, you missed your calling, sir. Yes, you can sing. Yes, you do music, but you should at least did a stand up at least one time. For
Yeah,
real, for
Julia,
real.
but I was one of them, but I happened to be in the room doing the teachings and the playings and had one-on-ones with her.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Julian? What's up, Julian? Hey, Julian, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to post Keith Pringle's Cash App. We want to try to be a blessing to him. Um, Let me find it here. It is dollar sign Keith Pringle 86. If you can do that for me, dollar sign Keith Pringle 86. But yeah, what else can I say? Oh God, like if we were to play like unfiltered interview, you guys would it would be a run for your money. 'Cause this dude, man, like he is straightforward. Straightforward. Do you hear me? He is straightforward.
You have a lot of pastors and musicians that actually like that. And if you ever get in the room with them behind closed doors, sometimes you can't repeat everything you hear.
Mm-hmm.
You can't repeat everything you see. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a saying that says there's honor amongst people that serve with you.
Mm-hmm.
And how can I say it? I have a saying, don't kill my dog, I won't kill your cat. Some people do
Exactly.
this and some people do that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh wow, man.
So
Listen here, I drove all the way from Phoenix. And then I get to Los Angeles, and then somebody steal my phone. Lord have mercy. So I was out there in
mm,
Los Angeles without a phone. I was like, oh my
that's
god. So it was
not
like
good.
3 days without a phone. I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, I had my iPad. My iPad, I was able to use the data on my iPad and download like the text down call app, and I was able to make some calls, but it ain't no feeling. I mean, you walking around with this big old iPad, that's just
Get
that's
you some.
it was just like it was a burden to me. But like hearing Keith sing, man, like I took time to like really envision him back in his heyday. That dude,
Hmm.
like the power in his voice, the power that he just released with his moderations, with his narrations rather. It's just amazing. And like you should have saw him like because I think at the concert he had did something like this. And the guy on the microphone, the MC, he was like, see, y'all ain't just start at this new day. We been. We been. All right now. It was pretty cool to see that. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, and then like the way he would say certain things to kind of stir up the audience and things of that sort. Keith, he gives a lot of nuggets, and when you think about it, listening to his music, he really says things to encourage the body. And like, there's a segment. Oh my God, I need you all to make sure that you're very vocal about your opinion about the segment. Where he talks about choir rehearsal, what should be in choir rehearsals and what shouldn't be in choir rehearsal. And there was one part he said something about something in choir rehearsal, but I see this happen in choir rehearsal. So, what is your take on choir rehearsal, Cortez? What should be there
Um,
and what shouldn't be?
I in my choir rehearsals, I put out people that's not rehearsing
Mm,
unless it needs to be a closed rehearsal because some things that needs to be said and then needs to be amongst the people in your rehearsal.
mm,
Um, because sometimes God would give you arrangements. God would give you a different way to do it. I always feel recorded music is the foundation. However you build off of that foundation is how you build it and how God gives it to you.
mm-hmm,
So,
mm,
like Keith Pringle recorded "No Greater Love," he gave you the
mm,
foundation of it. But a lot of times we hear other people rendition of it because they built off of that.
mm-hmm.
So now you got the foundation. Now you build your house or arrange your house the way you want it. Sometimes, again, you got different musicians come in your rehearsal. I don't like a lot of musicians in my rehearsal if they're not playing.
Well, okay,
No,
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I don't like a lot of musicians in my rehearsal if you're not playing. Um, coming up between Maddie Moss and Livonia, they didn't like that either. If you're not playing, they used to say, "Get over there in the tennis section and sing."
It's pretty
Yeah,
blunt.
so it was very strict. So I like that. Now you got everybody that know more than you in rehearsal, and those I put out too.
Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
because you have to know how to control your rehearsal. It's all right for help, it's all right for input, but at the end of the day, God is challenging you with the task of delivering the message. Because being a choir master, being a choir director, I don't want to say choir director because you got people out there that just directing and they don't teach.
Right, right, right. Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
being a choir master and teaching parts and all of that, you have people in there always try to know more than you. Those get rid of those
mm-hmm,
or
mm-hmm,
silence
mm-hmm.
them.
So, what you think about having
So
service in rehearsal?
always,
Okay.
always, if the song is good and God come in the room, it's like God seals the song or seals the way you do it. If God come in the room and the anointing fall in the room, then that's like God sealing the rehearsal. Again, when we would be in our jurisdictional rehearsals, we would learn 20 songs to shout out off of 20 songs
Jesus, that's a lot.
because we would rehearse. We didn't have rehearsal every week. It was like rehearsal sporadically. So you had to get
Mm-hmm.
all you can. Uh, the late great I can't think of his name right now. Escape me. Uh, he would tell us teach songs that's for the rehearsal for the service. Convention style teaching is different than your regular church style teaching
Mm.
because you only have a certain amount of time to get in and get out with those rehearsals. Timothy Wright,
Timothy,
and he will
I was
always.
thinking.
That's why his songs are ABC. If there's
Mm-hmm.
real wordy, the lead has it,
Mm-hmm.
and he gives you church. So you have to know how to. You'll have one song that was worded that you really take your time with, and anthems. But for most part, you had you had a chorus and you had a special.
Mm.
And so
Wow.
even in those rehearsals, every choir director should strive to have, or every minister of music should strive to have an anointed rehearsal because it is a service. It's not just rehearsal, it is a service.
I like that. I like that. What's up, CJ? Love you. Hey, Lady Shorty. Listen
Hello,
here. We're on
everybody.
here. This is a pre-stream, so in about roughly 15 minutes, just
So,
back to this page. We will be streaming the episode live. I'll be on there in the comment section. One of these days, I want to premiere one of the episodes like live, where I can actually interact with the audience verbally and visually. But we're here.
God gonna
So
give it to you.
interviews. Yeah, he's gonna give it to me. I gotta find the right streaming platform to do something like that. And you know what? Maybe we're on to something, Cortez Cross. I mean, we could make it made me think you was do remember you was doing a show with Tim Terry, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
We
on
did
tap.
a live what was it, internet radio show. We was on the live
Exactly.
internet radio
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but
So my
again,
question: Did you?
oh yeah, go ahead. Your question is
What was
what?
your favorite Keith Pringle song?
Man, now after listening to so many, man, I ain't gonna. There's just one song called "Trees" on the first
Hmm.
album, and Margaret Pleasant Duro, she wrote that song, and just the image of him saying that she taught that song for the choir. She came in the choir rehearsal and taught the song, and that song is now in the hymnal. But it's just, I think, if I get the timing right, the trees don't want to be mountains. They just praise the Lord. They just go on to like the river, the ocean. Don't want to be whoever. They just praise the Lord and blah 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 blah. That song is so tight. Like if the youth choirs of today will hear that song, I would love to see a revamp of that song. It's called Trees. I was gonna put a clip of the song in the interview after we talked about it, but I didn't want to crowd the episode. So that I would say that's one of my favorite. And then I got a chance to hear him in the car sing it too.
Can everybody that's listening put your favorite Keith Pringle song in the
Absolutely.
comments? My
Absolutely.
favorite Keith Pringle song is "I'll Fly Away." His version
Mm.
of "I'll Fly Away."
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, CJ say call him up. Lady Shorty say no greater love. I hear you. Y'all on here, okay. But
So I have a comment to the people in the audience. Did you all know that Keith Pringle was a musician? You know, we have a lot of times you see them singing or directing, but you really don't know that they are actually musicians.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he said that's what got it started. That's what got him started, you know. But I can't tell everything. Again, this episode will be streaming in roughly what 13 minutes. So we're tearing with you for about 5 or 6 more minutes, but I need you all to watch this episode. To me, it is an honor because I grew up admiring him. Of course, because of the Perfect Peace album. There was no album like Perfect Peace. That Perfect Peace transcend because of its sound, its production. Because Thomas Whitfield produced that,
Hmm.
and oh
And
my
I'm gonna say
God.
this about the Perfect Peace album: it gave you a different side of Keith
Yes, yes,
Pringle.
it did.
You got
Yeah.
you got on Call 'em Up, you got the choir director and the choir, but on the flip side, you got the I'm gonna sing to you. I'm gonna sit and really work the song and give you group studio.
Hmm.
You know, so it was two sides. It was more. Keith Pringle had many sides to him. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And because the first solo album was "I Feel Like Going On," and that was actually
Hmm.
produced by DJ Rogers. And you have to see this segment. Oh my God, he is so hilarious. But just you have to see this segment when he talk about that first album with DJ Rogers.
Speaking of DJ Rogers, there's a very famous song. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that
Hmm.
DJ Rogers sang and recorded it first
Yeah.
in the 70s.
Yeah.
And Hezekiah Walker
Yep. Yep.
came back and
Yep.
did it. And it was actually his first most popular song. And
Yeah.
it was I'll Make It.
Yeah. What, been to the water? Da-na-na-na-na. I love the hold on, let me find the lyrics. I gotta get those lyrics for you all
Mhm.
really fast. Let's see here. It's
So
album DJ Rogers.
I'll make it.
DJ Rogers. Make it lyrics.
And
I
actually
love
speaking of,
those lyrics.
DJ Rogers wrote another song that the words were sort of flipped, and the King of Gospel did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
DJ Rogers wrote a song called "Say You Love Me," and James Cleveland came back and did a rendition of that too.
I gotta listen to that. I'm not familiar with that one.
Go back and listen to it. Say You Love Me,
Oh yeah. So look,
and not
these the
only
lyrics.
that,
Oh my bad. Go
go
ahead. You
ahead, go
don't
ahead,
want.
go ahead,
I got no. I
go
gotta
ahead.
find that. Wait, you said it's called "Say You Love Me."
Say You
And
Love
you
Me,
all
and
put
not
that in your
only
notes,
that,
man.
Not only that, Jennifer Holliday re-recorded it too.
What?
Yes.
Say
And so
less.
my musicians talk about me a lot. And then when they, because what I do when I send music out, I send the original version and I send
Mm-hmm.
several recordings of it. Because what I do is kind of sometimes I will flip and blend between each recording. But
Mm.
I always want them to know where it originated. Because sometimes people just think I'm generation. Baby boom. I'm right at the cusp of baby boomer generation. I think it's X, and so a lot of the stuff that you all hear now is the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing.
And like a lot of Ricky Dillard songs are re-recorded, and what he
Oh
did,
yeah.
we come from the same generation. We was born up in the same generation, so the stuff that we grew up listening to, we just putting it back out there for the
Yeah.
newcomers.
Absolutely. Now, listen, I want to remind you all again. Let's see. So we are 9 minutes away. Make sure you all are streaming this episode with Keith Pringle live. I need you all to watch it live. Let me tell you this lyric. So this is "I'll Make It" by DJ Rogers. It went to the fountain to fill my cup, just to find out my time was up. They told me money grew on trees, but in my life, I've only picked weeds. It's all right now. And I had to call somebody about that one. It said, in my life, I only, like, these are old metaphors, like old metaphors that older generations used to use, you know what I mean? Connotations and different things. I'm like, in my life, I've only picked weed, meaning like, it's always been some rough times in my life, like I think Langston Hughes did a poem, life hasn't been a glass of, life hasn't been a stairway or glass or something like that. You all look at a Langston Hughes. It's something about the glass stairway, and so a lot of times back in the day they used to use these old sayings just to kind of get the message across to everybody. But
They knew
listen
how to be
again.
poets
Go
without
ahead, huh?
They knew how to be poets without just
Yeah.
being putting everything out there. Now you got everybody just blatantly doing everything. So is what it is. All right, come on. I'm
Mhm.
ready. I'm ready, ready, ready,
All right,
ready,
so
ready,
look,
ready.
we're gonna give you all 2 more minutes. I think so. I have my cash app. What's your cash app, Cortez? If y'all want to be a blessing to Cortez, what's your cash app?
Uh, my cash app is $ Cortez Cross.
Yeah, yeah. We need you all to support everybody that is involved in Gospel Diaries.
And if
I
I receive anything, it's going towards as you know, I'm a musician, singer. I also have a business, so it will go towards because I'm actually fundraising for something for the business. So it
Julian,
would
can
be
you put
greatly
that in?
appreciated.
Can you put that on the screen? What is that cash app again, Cortez?
Cortez Cross. I'm a black entrepreneur. I have my own fashion design and tailoring business. As you can see, I'm in my studio, and I need a new machine that costs
Mm.
$20,000,
Jesus, but he can make it happen.
and and God will provide. That's all.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Amen. The song "Trees" was also recorded by Reverend Clay Evans.
That's possible. That is possible. Because Keith actually did "Running for My Life" before Cosmo.
Now, let's talk about that. That was going to say that was my second song by him. Cosmo never recorded "Running for My Life" until just recently.
Oh, that was just recent. Wait, no, no. I thought that was. I thought they did record that one. Let me see. Cosmo. I could have
We
sworn
would hear them sing it all the time. You would hear them on the broadcast, and I'm thinking they just recorded it
they
for
did.
this their first time recorded it.
Ooh, what's the name? I love. She said, I've been running this race for a real
For a
long
mighty
time.
long
I'm
time.
not
I'm not
tired
tired
yet.
yet. A
Few
few
more
more
rows
rows to cross,
to cross, and
and
I
I
know
know my
my soul's
soul
gonna
will
be
be
at
at
rest.
rest. I
I've
keep
been
pressing
pressing
my
my
way
way
each
every
and
day.
every day. 99 and a
99
half
and a
won't do.
half won't do. Lord, I
Gotta
gotta
make
make
a
a
hundred.
hundred. And
And
I
I
know
know the
God's gonna
Lord
see
will
me through.
see me through. Yes. I
Y'all
know
don't
that
know
because
nothing
I
about
used to
that.
lead that sometimes. But yes, everybody think Cosmo made that. No, Keith Sprinkle put that out, and
Wow.
actually, it was faster than what Cosmo do.
Hold on. I think Cosmo did it in '84. Hold on. Let's see
Did
here.
they?
I could have sworn I remember it back in there because Diane recorded it. Let's see.
You know what? I can get
Yeah,
that
they did.
information, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's for me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I should have asked him about that song. Who wrote it? I should
but
have
it
asked him
was
about that.
out before. I think he originally put it out before them, regardless.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. All right, you guys, we about to go live. Cortez, thank you so much for this moment.
You're
Make sure you
welcome.
all subscribe if you're not subscribers to the channel. And I love you guys, and I'll see you over on the live stream. Bye.
All right, bye.